Hi, I'm Mac McCarthy, and I help people with their breakups. Let me know if you like it. I'm going to do some more stuff like this. If you are going through a breakup right now, go ahead and visit writemac.com, WRITEMAC.com. Send your story, and I can give you my take on that. Otherwise, have a good one. And this might not be true for everyone, but I think it's true for a lot of people that you don't like about who you are, what you do, because you kind of are like, why did we break up? Or especially if they broke up with you, you kind of search for reasons. Why did they break up with me? I'm fat. I don't make enough money, are the popular ones. Those are the like number one and number two. Weight, money would be 1 and 2. Are there other reasons? Hell yeah. I would add in bad attitude. There's some people out there that don't realize it, but they're drags that hang around and they bring you down. And those are things that are a variety of things. So when you look at your problems right away and you look at the weight issue or the money issue, how are you going to get to a point where you make more money or lose the weight? Then you're going to have to change your habits. And it starts with a small habit, because anyone that tries to lose weight can't go all in all at the same time. I've actually had a few clients I've had one client of mine. He talked to me for over 2 years off and on, maybe once every 3 or 4 months. Really nice guy. Really liked the channel and liked my work and liked talking to me. And 2 things that he had: drank regularly, but was like a functional alcoholic, which means he wasn't an asshole. He wasn't getting DUIs. He would drink at home, but he would drink like 15, 20 beers. Wow. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Well, in America, a lot of people drink Bud Light or light beer, and I think the alcohol content in some of those beers is only like 3%. So people, and also it goes by size. So depending on how big you are, you can drink more.
Yeah.
That's just, I don't know if that means you have a bigger liver, or what, or how you process alcohol, but your weight counts. So if you weigh a lot, I believe, and someone could check me on this in the live stream or in the comments, you can drink more, right? And then your body does adapt to being able to drink more, and you get used to it. So this guy had drinking as a problem, and he was like, man, I just want to quit drinking. I just want to quit drinking. And he's like, he's like, in high school, I did 15 pull-ups a day. I was in great shape. I had a six-pack. I've heard these stories many times. Now he's in his late 20s, fat, and honestly fat, like where he was like, I think he was like 250 pounds, which is like...
Really?
Because you guys go on kilos, like 125 kilos, 130 kilos. And so one of the things that triggered him for eating was fast food. He's like, on the way home, everywhere I look, there's fast food restaurants. And these fast food restaurants, they're cheap, they're easy. And what people don't realize about fast food is the more you eat it, right? The more you eat it, the more you crave it. So the thing that always gets me is like, if you are really fucking hungry, right? You're really, 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 really hungry. Everything tastes good. If you're really thirsty, like I've talked about before in a private live stream, water's the best thing in the world. It's like the most tasty thing, right? So the way you kind of train yourself to start liking fast food is you keep eating it when you're hungry, and then you fiend it. It's like you want it. You want it more and more and more. And it's cheap, and it's quick. So like all those things add up. Cheap, quick, why not?
Good taste. Wow.
Good taste. But the good taste is not being measured against anything else, because you're not eating anything else to compare it to when you're hungry. So like, let's say you go out with someone and they're like, hey, you want to try my salad? And you're like, yeah, no thanks, man. I'll stick with my hamburger. Because the hamburger always tastes good. That's what you always eat. It's familiar. Now, if you were really, really, really hungry and you had the salad would probably not taste as good as the burger. But if you ate the salad for 2, 3, 4 days, it would probably taste better and better. Here's an amazing thing about food. I think food is habitual too. It's a habit. And until you break the habit of eating somewhere that's fast food or not good for you when you're hungry, you're going to still go to the same place because it's convenient and whatnot. If you're going to, I think what's difficult about it is his cues would be basically driving, and you're driving through all these fast food places, and he would just be tempted. Same with the liquor store. It's like the liquor store's right there. Let me do this. And he couldn't get into a mode of starting with small habits. Like, can I not drink for 1 day? Or can I not eat fast food for 1 week or 2 days or 3 days?
Oh, today I just drink about 14 beers instead of 15 beers. Wait, it helped.
I suppose. I mean, the longer you do something, I think it's the harder to go off of it. But the other thing that works the best to kill a bad habit is consequences. So, if you have consequences, if a doctor tells you if you keep doing this you'll die, then usually people go, okay, yeah, maybe I'll stop doing that. My grandfather got diabetes when he was in his 70s and changed his diet, basically stopped eating sweets, which he loved, which is, pies and cakes and things like that. And basically I was like, how did you do that? Because he stayed with it for like 10, 15 years. He goes, the doctor showed him a picture of someone losing their foot. And I didn't know that people in diabetes could do that. And he's like, that was enough for me. You show me someone losing their foot because they had a bad diet. And he's like, I just changed my diet right away. Because he saw the consequences of it. So I have to do something to get my ex back. You have to do something to get your habits right, is really at the core of your change. And the habits and the goals shouldn't necessarily be directed towards getting your ex back, but towards you being at a position where you're like, I can get someone better than my ex after I do this, this, and this. And I think people get caught up on, like, the gym. If you want to go to the gym, a lot of people get caught up on, like, all right, I'm going to go 5 days a week. I'm going to go 6 days a week. Instead of just going, I'm just going to exercise every day and do something I like to do, like walk around the block or walk in the park for a little bit. Because if you do too much too soon, it's going to be bad. Now, something you can add to exercise is music. I need music when I go for a run, or it's completely, if my battery goes out on my phone or something like that, I have to turn back. I need them both in line. The other thing with the gym, some people go with friends. That forces you to go a little bit more. The other thing is building a habit is also proximity. I find that the farther I have to drive to go do something, the more of an excuse I have not to do it. So, like, if I had a gym and it was 40 minutes away, and like yoga right now, I try to do it once a week. It's about a 30-minute drive, 20-minute drive, and that's enough sometimes for me to go, yeah, I just don't want to drive there. Right? It's like, I don't want to drive fucking 25 minutes right now. And then your brain starts going, oh, and there's traffic.